Hey everyone, welcome back. It is Tuesday, and we are doing our second review this week. It is Ring of Honor. Yes, we are a bit late on this one, but with WrestleMania and Sakura Genesis last week, I felt those shows needed the more emphasis, even though this main event meant a lot. So we'll get right into it. Before we do, though, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Make sure you go check out Campo.Reviews as well, his new channel. He's reviewing
Nailed it.
all types
Different
of
types.
different types of poo. Go check out our other reviews. We have so many wrestling reviews coming out over the next little while. We got two more to go. We're what, five down? This is going to be number five. We got two more to go. And then we got Windy City
No,
Riot
we
coming up
got
next.
three more to go
Well, to record.
to record. Fair.
We're not going in order, guys. Let's just put it that
Yeah,
way.
there's no order.
There is no order. There never was. But we'll get into this. We'll go right into the show. We are reviewing Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor 2024. This happened on the Friday, the 2 nights before WrestleMania, or the night before Saturday's WrestleMania on the 6th of April. Let's start with the pre-show. The pre-show had four matches. We had the premier athletes, Tony Nese, Josh Woods, and Arya Daivari, with against a returning Rhett Titus, a returning Tony Deppen, and Adam Priest. Don't call me Damien.
Um, that's good. This was fine.
It was what it was.
I'm not gonna judge this show based on the pre-show.
No, the pre-show is just solely to get me hyped.
Yeah, if the pre-show ends up being really good for a show, I'll take it into consideration, but
Yeah.
this was fine.
Unlike the next one, which was really good. I really enjoyed this next match. The premier athletes go over on this one. But with that, we go Blake Christian against the Beast Mortos,
Yeah, this was a great match, actually.
which is a rebranding of Black Taurus because AAA owns the rights to the name and he's not with AAA anymore, so he can't use the name. So he came out and technically it's the same gimmick, but a new gimmick.
I don't like that this mask, the mouth doesn't move.
Ah, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Like it's just a stationary mask.
It's also a little smaller, so the horns
Yeah.
aren't as big.
Yeah, it feels a little cheaper too, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I don't
but
care. It was a
it
good
was still a
match.
great
I
match.
love
Yeah,
him.
Blake Christian, who's still the GCW heavyweight champion.
Yeah, didn't come out with the belt,
Nope,
but
did not come out with the belt. And he's also going to be in the New Japan Best of the Super Juniors tournament this year with our boy, Ninja Mac.
it's a big year for him. It's a big year for Ninja Mac.
Yeah. But Beast Mortis goes over. He absolutely crushes him in the end. And it was fun. I really enjoyed this match. Um, one thing I wanted to say about Blake Christian, his mustache is on point now.
Oh yeah,
He's got like he looks like a 70s
he looks right out of
porn
Super
star.
Troopers.
Yes, he does look like he should be right there with Favre.
Yeah, Car 91.
What the hell's a liter of cola?
Nice, nailed it. Sounds like spit to you.
All right, so with that, we're going into our next match. Griff Garrison and Cole Carter with Maria Kanellis against Spanish Announce Project, Angelico and Serpentico. Basically, the story of Serpentico's mask. And when did Maria leave Mike Bennett for these guys?
Actually, it's been a long time. We never
I
really
haven't
talked
watched.
about it, right? It's
Yeah,
been
we haven't watched. I haven't been keeping up with Ring of Honor
and
TV.
it's been 4 months since the last Ring of Honor event.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maria Kanellis' pants.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, good on you for surviving that.
Yeah.
But uh, yeah, she's with them now, and I know that there's been a whole storyline of Angelico and
Serpentico.
Serpentico trying to get a shot against
Yeah.
these guys, but they don't have a belt,
Yeah.
so I don't know. But yeah,
When the champs are Mike Bennett.
yeah, but
Matt
you know
Tay-
what? I enjoyed it
Yeah, it was a good match, though.
for what it was.
And usually
Um,
when we see Serpentico on the card, we're like, meh.
I genuinely Serpentico is his whole gimmick is losing,
Yeah.
but Angelico is actually a really good wrestler,
Yeah.
and I find he's kind of
What was
getting
it? He had that other
Danhausen.
team with what's his name? Was it Jack Evans
Oh shit, I don't remember. I do know that the Spanish Announce Project used to also have Luther in it, but now he's
with Tony Storm?
with Tony Storm. But yeah, it's he's actually a really good wrestler, and I feel like they're Danhausening him, where it's like they're
Hmm.
playing him down like he's a comedy act and not actually a good
A
wrestler.
good wrestler,
And
yeah.
I think there's a whole
Is
storyline.
Danhausen hurt again?
I don't know, but I know there's that whole storyline going on in AEW right now. Spoilers with Orange Cassidy, where I think now Orange Cassidy is going to need a partner, and I
Mm,
think it might be Danhausen.
okay. Dan Orangehausen.
Dan Orangehausen.
Mm,
But it's this was a good match for what it was. It was kind of a
yeah.
showcase of the young guys.
Yeah. Like Griff Garrison was kind of lost after Alexis King left, Pillman Jr. there.
Oh, I know I talked about this. That's funny, and I forgot about him specifically about like the Braun Breaker and like the Brogan Finley.
Hmm.
Why do they give them, if your whole company's based around nostalgia, why don't they
Change
have the
their
names of
names.
their famous father?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me, right? It's like I don't know.
Well, it's like in the NXT show that we're gonna review a little
Even
later.
Santino's daughter doesn't have the last name.
No. But there's what's his name? The other guy who's with he was in that three-way match for the North American champion there. Josh Briggs, his former partner in that cowboy group that they had. He's Bull Buchanan's son.
There's
If
a
people
lot of
remember Bull
there's a lot of
Buchanan from Right to
second
Censor.
there's a lot of second and third gen stars in
Yeah.
WWE, and none of them are using their name.
Yeah. Like that was a missed opportunity.
Braun Steiner, like
Santina. Like you could have played on the gimmick when he was Santina, but this is really a Santina. You know what I mean? Like,
missed opportunities. But anyways, we digress.
yeah.
Um,
But it was
yeah,
fine for what it was. I feel at least now Griff Garrison has a more of a direction with Cole Carter as a
and
team.
I like that team actually.
Yeah. And I think they're going to be okay. Like this is the perfect spot for them on the pre-show.
Yeah, and you gave them Maria Kanellis too, which
Yeah.
is that
It's
always
going to
helps
elevate
because
them.
she's actually good at her job.
Yeah. So with that, the final pre-show match of the night, Griff Garrison and Cole Carter do go over, but our final pre-show match of the night is Mariah May against Momo Kongo.
How the fuck did we get this as a pre-show match?
Yeah,
Mariah May is
absolutely.
so
Which
good.
we did
Listen,
see, which we did see kind of a these guys when we saw our Team Venus or Club Venus
yeah,
reunion.
which that is arguably in my top three moments of the weekend. One of them is tonight,
Hmm.
and that is another one. That to me, like I don't know, that might be the goofiest sounding thing ever that I was
No, but
watching
I popped
Japanese
huge when
women's wrestling, and I was like, oh my God, this actually just happened. I was like, this is
I
happening right
popped
now.
huge too when I saw the
It's
Club
the
Venus
song.
reunion.
The
Yes.
song is so hype. Like
Yes.
it's the
Japanese pop, like idol
no, but
pop.
it's literally that song, the Spanish song.
I
Oh
don't
my
know
God, I
it,
don't know how it goes.
but I'll
We'll
find it.
figure
I'll
it out.
play.
It's all they
Yeah.
played at every wedding.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so this is the funny part. I'll get this out of the way quickly.
Hmm.
Mariah May, in the amount of time that she has been a wrestler, is absolutely fantastic with
Yep.
her abilities. But when she wrestles the North American women, even the good ones, it doesn't play well. As soon as
No.
you put her with the Japanese wrestlers, it's like a whole nother
Whole new
world.
level. Yeah. Like she
You
was
know, it's like
so good
watch
against
Zaya
Kongo.
Brookside in the match that we talk about in
Yep.
Stardom.
We'll review that. That's
Yeah,
coming up later in the week.
she looks so much more comfortable than she does wrestling in TNA.
When she's like wrestling with her partner or with what's her name there? Like when she's wrestling like a Jody
Yeah.
Threat or something.
Yeah, and it's like not that she's bad there, but it's like you could see the difference.
Yeah, she has to hold it feels like almost as if they're holding back in
Yeah.
North America.
Joshi wrestling just really
Yeah.
works. Once you learn it, you just go with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this match was really good. Momo Kogo is a really good wrestler.
She is, yeah. She's one of the girls that are staying with Stardom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike Hat
Well,
Guy.
you could see the push. It's
Yeah.
Mina, no.
Shirakawa
Yeah, Mina Shirakawa and Micah are definitely at the very top of their
of the list
thing
now.
now because Tam seems to have moved down a notch.
Yes.
But
Which
yeah,
they didn't make a big fanfare that she's back.
no, they played the other girl's song.
Yeah.
Who was
Even though
it?
this was like, yeah.
Was
But
it
that
Mina?
was
Was she
that was
on
in
Mina's
Stardom.
team?
That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
yeah, that was in the Stardom event.
No, that was tonight.
That was tonight. Oh yeah, later. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. So let's start off with the main show proper. Our opening match of the night is Kyle Fletcher defending the ROH World Television Championship against Lee Johnson.
Lee
Wasn't expecting
Johnson,
this to be this
shut
good.
up. How are you? What the fuck?
Where did you come from?
Like we kind of liked you at the last event, but
Better
like
than the
this is
cowboy.
I was not expecting him to go with Fletcher because Fletcher is not as good of, so don't take anyone as me saying this, but he's
Yeah.
in the type of wrestler of Kenny and Will Ospreay where it's
With the
very
potential to be there.
he has the skill and it's very hard. He goes hard, 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 hard.
And I
There's
was
no
not
like soft
expecting Lee
spots.
Johnson to keep up with him.
Yeah, he was hitting him hard. He was dropping him hard on
Yeah.
the apron. He loves to do apron spots, Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah. And that's why he's always getting hurt. But
Yeah, this pay-per-view we talked about it in the WWE one.
Mhm.
There was a lot of ref check-ons and ref
Yes.
spot calls in this pay-per-view.
Yeah, there were. Absolutely there were. Um, but in the end, Kyle Fletcher does retain, which is
It
no
wasn't.
surprise.
I don't care. The match was excellent.
Yeah, it was a
I want
fantastic
him to
match.
retain actually.
Yeah, it's just fine.
Mhm.
Keep feeding him people and having matches like this. I don't mind.
Yeah, have him fight the guy. Who's the other guy?
That bounty hunter guy.
No, no. The he's in the group with Shane Taylor Productions. He used to be in AEW and now he's on Ring of Honor.
Oh, the Keith Lee's buddy there.
The guy that wears a tiger mask and then
Yeah,
takes it off. How the hell do I not remember his
I
name?
can't remember his name either.
Yeah,
Well,
everyone will
it'll
know who
come.
it is.
Yeah. So with that, we are getting our Stardom Showcase six-woman tag team match. It is Mia Sarah and Empress Nexus Venus members Maika and Mina Shirakawa against Tam Nakano and Queen's Quest members Saya Kimatani and Azumi. How much do we love heel Azumi right now?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Azumi's gonna get the push all the way, by the way.
Yeah.
They love her. I didn't even know it was her. When she came out with this new look,
And the
I
blonde
thought
hair.
I thought it was the girl with the
Natsupoi.
baseball bat.
Oh, Iwatani?
No, the one that she challenged thing at Stardom at the end. She came back out.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I
I
forgot her
forget
name.
what her name is. Oh my God.
Gonna
Not
bug me.
Konami.
Da, da, da. No, no, that's Jake Lee.
Lee Moriarty was the guy I was
Yeah,
thinking of, by the way.
Lee
Okay.
Moriarty.
Um, oh my God. Are we really doing this? Where the hell
No,
is Timmy?
Timmy's still getting over food poisoning. Micah. Was it
No,
Micah?
it's not
Micah's the
Micah.
champ.
What was the event called? The Stardom event.
It was American Dream 2024. Momo Watanabe.
There you go. That's who it was. I thought it
Thank you,
was
Timmy.
her with the outfit she was wearing and like you could only see her head just like sticking out with the blonde hair. I was like, oh.
Hmm.
And then they're like, but listen, her team was Tam Nakano, right?
Hmm.
And they didn't even make a big deal about Tam. She didn't even get a big pop. Azumi's
No.
pop was huge. Tam is like the old, like was the face of the company at one
Yeah.
point until during the Shuri, Mayu,
Starlight.
And
Yeah.
Tam. There, that was like the era of those
Yeah.
were the three big names. And then Julia came along, and Tam just got knocked all the way down the
Yeah.
card.
Tam was with she was with Kyrie when they had the trios belt there.
Yeah, and that Kyrie leaving caused a lot of shit too. I mean, Tam did get injured, but and then
Yeah.
the Natsupoi storyline where they were trying to break them up, but I don't even know if they broke up.
But Natsupoi's hurt too.
Now she's hurt. Anyways, we digress.
We
I was
digress.
very surprised that Tam was not the popular one here.
Yeah, Azumi. But I'm even on the Stardom show that we'll review, it's coming up in a couple days. Heel Azumi, she's just so much more charismatic as a heel.
Yeah. She's also still just a fantastic wrestler, so I
Yeah.
don't even care.
And she's moved up the card real fast. It just
Hmm.
shows how Stardom will move you up and down the card just like that. Hat guy starting his own promotion, Rossi Ogawa, that's going to also throw a wrench in the situation when it finally does happen. And when we do our NXT review, we'll talk about that
I think that's what the USA show was mainly about, the way they put that card together. And I think that's why they're appearing here
with Ring of
is
Honor.
they know that there's this thing happening between Ogawa and maybe WWE. So they're immediately saying, fuck it, we're going all in. Ring of Honor, AEW.
Yeah.
We're gonna put our female wrestlers on all of these shows and just push them. And we're gonna show you the
Yeah.
ones that we're pushing.
Yeah.
You know, they're not holding
Clearly.
back now. They're gonna go right for it. So good for them. I
Yeah.
like it.
But in the end, though, Maika, Shirakawa, and Miyasera, they end up winning this six-woman
And they
tag
kept
match.
calling her May
Yeah,
Sierra.
Sierra. I know. It's May Sierra.
Like, what's the
Saida.
guy's name? Not Fake Abani.
That's Ian Riccoboni. That is
Yeah,
real
the
Ian.
other, well, the other guy.
Uh, Caprice Coleman.
Yo, he was the worst I've ever heard him on this
He
event.
was Booker T bad.
Yeah, he said so many wrong names, so many wrong move, so much like stuttering and
And
not
tomorrow,
realizing where he
tomorrow when we
was.
review the Stardom show,
Yeah, we'll talk about
we'll
that.
talk
That's a whole
about
thing.
Veda and we'll
But
talk about the audio
but I was
issues
like
there.
very surprised with him because we usually like Caprice and it was like really
Yeah.
off.
And he was improving too.
Yeah, at once they introduced when the main event started and they put Wade Barrett or whoever the hell that guy is,
Nigel McGuinness.
Nigel McGuinness, it was so much better. I was like, thank God there's someone
Yeah.
here to break this up.
So with that, we are going to go into our next match. The tag team championship, world tag team is Undisputed Kingdom members Matt Taven and Mike Bennett against the Infantry, Captain Sean Dean and Charlie Bravo with Trish Adora,
I don't think that they were ready to be in.
the
By the
main
way, that
event.
last match was fantastic.
Yes, it was. I
It
loved
was
it. That was,
absolutely epic. I don't even think we talked about it. It was
yeah.
great. Okay. The
But
best women's
yes,
match maybe of the whole weekend. Debatable.
debatable
Debatable.
because something's coming up.
Mhm.
But Undisputed Kingdom, it is what it is. These guys are, you could see these are guys are the next tag team that they want to push as their baby face. They're trying to get these guys to be kind of like the Street Profits.
Yeah, but you already have the Andrade or not Andrade,
Action Andretti,
Action Andretti team with Dante Martin and
Darius Martin,
Darius Martin, and they're
Top
like
Flight.
a similar team. This is like AR Fox's old team, and
Mm,
it's basically just the same exact gimmick. We just do high fly things.
yeah. And we're GI Bros.
Yeah, and it's I don't know, it's kind of they weren't shouldn't have been here, and I think this match was good, but it was missing chemistry.
Yeah. Like the Undisputed Kingdom members, they've been a tag team for such a long time that you could see the difference in
Yeah,
styles and experience and ability
and
there.
no disrespect at all, but I
No,
think that the Kingdom came into this thinking like we're a real big name tag team. Why the fuck are we doing this match
yeah, in the middle of the card, yeah,
in the middle of the card against a low tier tag team for the
yeah,
belts? You know what I mean? Like you
yeah. They
pulled
did
us
win
off.
the turn. They did win the. Was it a tournament that they won?
Yeah, yeah. It's fine. I'm not here to knock them because I genuinely think they're really good. I just
Yeah,
in terms of did they belong in this match?
probably not.
This probably should have been a bigger name tag team facing them,
Hmm.
like the best friends or something.
Yeah, which are no longer.
I mean, well, two of them maybe.
Yeah,
Um,
but I
we'll see
mean,
how that goes.
obviously, then in that case, the Undisputed Kingdom go over. Like there was no doubt.
Yeah, and it was by shenanigans.
Yeah, as
Um,
always.
not Mike Bennett. No, what's the other guy's name?
Matt Taven.
Matt Taven. Definitely got hurt. You
Hmm.
could see him at the end. He's like, "Why did I set up that table?" Because
Yeah,
the guy jumped on him. The table didn't break right away.
yeah, and he had to do it again.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
the impact he took definitely looked like it hurt.
yeah. Uh, look out for that one on Botchamania, probably. So with that, we are going to go into our tournament final for the inaugural ROH Women's World Television Championship, Billy Starks and Queen Aminata.
I didn't really like this match.
No, as
I
much as
didn't.
I love Billy Starks,
There was so many botches, and there was a
yeah,
really weird chemistry between them where neither one of them seemed to know where they're supposed to be. Queen
yeah,
Aminata, though, looked a lot better than Billy Starks, and I hate saying that because I
yeah.
love Billy
We
Starks.
love us some Billy Starks. Yeah, she's definitely one of the show favorites, but yeah, what are you going to do? This was not a good match. And the finish, I did not like the finish.
I didn't like it either. I'm happy Billy won,
Yeah.
but I don't. After watching her progress and have so many good matches, watching this, I was like, okay,
Could it be the inexperience of both wrestlers, maybe?
it could be. It could just be that they're so different in their styles and their abilities that it came off different, right? Like
Yeah.
Aminata's very powerful and like
Yeah.
speedy, and Billy Starks is more like
A technical,
technical, like, but also like
quick,
Japanese style,
yeah,
like
Joshi
wrestler.
style, yeah.
Yeah, so it was
But I mean,
like,
then again, like if you look through the list who Starks went through to get there, she beat Mercedes Martinez and Diamante, two well-established
yeah, and
names.
it's I'm happy that she won, and I think they made her
Yeah,
look good by her winning, but the way she won it didn't make her look good. I
yeah,
know they're trying to tell a heel story, but this match wasn't the one.
yeah. Unfortunately, but Billy Starks is your new ROH Women World Television Champion. We're gonna go into our six-man tag match for the ROH tag six-man tag team champions. Bullet Club Gold against Monster Sauce and Murder Grandpa.
So
Minoru
much fun.
Suzuki. Yes.
So much
Mm,
fun.
I love Lance Archer using uh Zayn there as a weapon. He's like body slamming him onto the other guy. He's like
Oh
suplexing
my
him
God.
onto the guy. Like
I
he's
loved
power.
everything. I love the whole "you're still young boy" like reference to AJ Styles calling out Okada,
Hmm.
and like there was just so much like fun moments there.
Yeah, he's calling and even they're trying to justify, well, Jay White's been in the company for like 10 years and like he was their champion.
When there's a spot like right towards the end where Minoru Suzuki like punches and knocks out Jay White, and then
Mhm.
punches and knocks out one of the Ass brothers, and then the other one stands up and he's like, "Oh no!" and he just takes the punch and
He
he
takes,
well,
you can see like the look
he's like he doesn't
he's
want to do it. He's
he's
like,
already
"Whatever,
in
just hit
pain
me."
before.
He's like, "Just hit me."
Yeah. I mean, then again, he can say he was knocked out by Murder Grandpa.
Yeah, it was a really fun fight.
Yeah, and Zayn and Archer work so well together. Why did we not see? I would have
and
like
this match was not on the card.
originally, no.
No, it's they added it, and I really enjoyed
When
it.
Suzuki became available, they added it. Yeah, because he was in town. He was doing the couple of GCW
Yeah,
shows and
you could tell it was just mashed together because there's no way they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna plan this match."
no. And
Uh,
when Jay White probably had the opportunity to work with Suzuki, he's like, hell yeah.
yeah, and Archer and Zayn were in town, so
Yeah. So, but in the end, Bullet Club Gold do retain. I guess they are still using the Bullet Club moniker, so there could be something coming with New Japan with them as well. They did mention a Forbidden Door again.
yeah. And oh, we got to mention somewhere else, which we'll talk
Yes.
about. Just question. I know that we're doing these things in an order that's different than the order. Have
Hmm.
we watched Stardom yet, or have we reviewed Stardom
No, we
yet?
have not.
Okay, so I won't say
Stardom
anything.
review is on Thursday,
Okay.
which today would be Tuesday. So Stardom comes out on Thursday.
See,
Uh,
he's the schedule guy. I'm just
yeah,
here.
I have it. If you follow the Discord, you would know when.
I'm the talent. By the way, follow the Discord.
Follow the Discord so you know. I'm looking it up right now what the schedule is. Yeah, so yeah, Stardom is actually tomorrow. Stardom and Stand and Deliver will be on Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll talk about that. We'll
So
talk
I'll
about
hold
hack.
off
Yeah.
about talking about the best women's match.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, this I like this.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. And we go into our next match. Dalton Castle, whose actual boys got fired. They were released by AEW.
It's a good thing I didn't mention the women's match because I thought a women's match was next, and that's where I was going with this, but I was
No.
wrong.
Dalton Castle versus Johnny TV. He has a whole bunch of new boys. This is a fight without honor.
I like the story kind of. It's fun.
Mhm.
I love Castle. Everyone loves Dalton Castle. If you don't, you're crazy. Um, I just didn't need two comedy matches back to back.
Yeah.
It fatigued me. Even though this wasn't a bad match,
It
I was
was
just
it
like,
was too much.
and
Yeah.
this match was long.
It was a really long match. This match went 21 minutes,
Yeah,
22
how long
minutes,
was the last match?
15.
Yeah, so you're talking 40 minutes almost, including entrances
Yeah.
of
The next
comedy
three
matches.
matches were an hour and a half more.
Yeah, when I saw the bar and I was like, oh fuck, I forgot this match has to happen. I was like, geez.
Even though we love Dalton Castle, but yeah, this happened.
No, it was a
Um
good match, but
it
I
was a
didn't need
good,
it.
yeah.
I mean, I needed it to blow off the story, but I didn't.
How are they going to explain the disappearance of the boys now
They
that
got eaten
this
by bears.
that's how they're
They
explaining
said
it?
it on the broadcast.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, they took them. They took them to the woods
To
and
the
left them
woods. I
there, and
remember
they got
that.
eaten by bears.
Oh Jesus. Okay.
That's
All right.
that Ring of Honor's kayfabe is so dumb.
Yeah.
It actually trumps
NXT's
Impact's.
or
That,
NXT.
that NXT is pretty bad. I actually forgot about
Yeah.
that.
But
Forgot
Impact,
about that.
yeah. Oh, Eric Young is actually dead. Oh, wait, he's back.
Oh my God, we've killed the undead Frankenstein 17 times, but he just keeps coming back alive.
Yeah.
Eric Young dug his way out of the desert.
But Dalton Castle does win.
Yeah, and good. I'm
And the
happy.
story's over. He can move on. Uh, what's next for Dalton? Is he going to take some time off, maybe?
I don't know. We'll see, because like I don't even know what you do with Johnny TV now. I'm really curious what they're trying to do with Taya Valkyrie because she looks like really in shape, like she's actually like trying to get ready to go for something,
Yeah.
but they're not giving her anything
Dalton Castle would now be the right time to move to WWE. Logan Paul,
against Dalton Castle.
Dalton Castle wins.
Why would we do that?
It's probably a fun match.
Yeah, okay, but why are we doing Dalton Castle versus Logan Paul? Why is that your thought process? Is there
I
something
don't
behind
know.
this?
Where else would you put him?
I don't know, actually.
Dalton Castle, Sami Zayn?
I don't think I put him in a title picture. I do
Uh,
Dalton Castle versus Chad Gable
Okay, I'll take
because it's
that.
comedy and they both wrestle.
Otis.
Yeah, like the someone who ground wrestles like in real life.
Okay. I thought Dalton Castle versus Logan Paul would be a good match.
Okay, I'll watch Dalton Castle versus Logan Paul, but there has to be boys involved.
Yes. They weren't eaten by bears.
They're back.
Regurgitated.
Deal.
Okay. Um, Dalton Castle goes over. The story is over. He's moving on. With that, we are going to our co-main event of the evening. Hikaru Shida challenging Athena for the ROH Women World Champion. I thought this was women's match of the weekend.
It's not. It's not for me. I'll tell you a reason. Tomorrow's main event is
Hmm
my women's match of the weekend. Like when I think about it, it just arouses me how good the match was.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I might have to give that to you. But
All right.
let's not take away from this match though.
I
This
have
match,
I have two major issues with this match. Two.
okay.
Everything else I thought was a solid match. Number one, it was way too long.
Yes, 23 minutes.
It should have been 15 minutes and it would have been enough. There was too much lying around.
Too many
The,
rest spots.
number two, Hikaru Shida missed multiple times with spots that were very visible to the camera.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it felt weird.
It
Like
looks like she's missed a step or lost a step.
it felt like they planned spots to make because it's a pay-per-view, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to do bigger spots. It felt like they did spots that they didn't like practice and
Mm.
it missed. Like they was just bad timing, right?
Yeah, and the
Um
camera happened to catch it.
but yeah, but I do think the match was hard hitting and I think it was quite entertaining and just the stuff that did work really
Yeah.
worked.
Athena as the ROH Women's Champion works for me. I love it.
Athena should have lost though. She wins, by the way.
Yeah, Athena does win.
I think this was your chance to take the belt off her in a storyline where she finally met someone that
Yeah,
won multiple AEW titles. Like now because what you did with her is you Roman Reigns her. You put her in a corner where nobody's good enough to face her. And you can't do
yeah,
Billy Starks against her because Billy Starks is already a belt holder.
yeah.
So this was your chance to remove the belt off her and maybe move her on to something else,
Unless Perazzo goes to ROH
which that could be what's happening.
because she hasn't been on TV in a while now.
Yeah, because they've now segued to a new storyline. See how I
Yeah,
did that with Willow,
yeah,
and which is going to segue into a storyline with Sasha Banks. And in
yeah,
the main title picture, it's I think they're waiting for Jamie Hayter to come back.
yeah. It's a holding pattern right now for Jamie Hayter. But
Because if
we'll
you're
talk
not
about
using
that.
Banks there,
Yeah,
then you must be waiting for something.
yeah.
It's not Soraya.
No, I go hope not. She's having the match against what's her nuts, Ruby.
Oh, they're having the match now?
I think so. I know her brother is going to be what's his name there is going to be facing Angelo Parker
Oh no.
or Daddy Magic, whichever one is not dating
See,
Ruby.
Cultaholic was talking about it, how her plan, like last year, was to bring her brother into the company.
That's what she wanted. Yeah.
And Cultaholic guys who are all British and definitely know him like from the scene where like he's
He's
so
not good.
awful. They're like he's
Yeah.
one of the most awful in-ring workers you'll ever see.
But with that, we'll go into our main event of the night. Eddie Kingston defending only the ROH World Heavyweight Championship against Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe, they have done so well rehabilitating his character. Mark Briscoe was always the fodder for Jay. Jay was the serious wrestler. Jay was the man's wrestler. You know what I mean? Like he was like that. This was redemption for Mark Briscoe, I think. He wants to prove that he's not just a comedic wrestler, but that he can go
This was the finishing of the story
for
that
Mark Briscoe.
but like without all of the overlong, dumb, continuous, way too many times the same thing storyline that Cody Rhodes got, because
Hmm.
this wasn't, they didn't even tell the story. You just knew in the background that that's what was happening, you know? If you follow the paper trail, you knew
Yep.
that we're waiting for this moment. It just has to be perfect timing. And I
The
I
cards aligned.
I hate it so much. This is the best Eddie Kingston match I've
Yes,
ever seen.
I'll agree with you right there. This is the
Like
best
not
Eddie
even
Kingston.
close. He was fucking amazing in this match. The storytelling
Yeah.
that they did in the ring was phenomenal.
Okay, let's as much as we used to shit on Eddie Kingston, let's just clear the air right now. We never thought Eddie Kingston is a bad wrestler.
I did.
We just, or at least, okay, we just don't think he deserves all the accolades and all the championships
Yes.
that he got.
That's more fair, actually. I'll take your version because I don't think he's like a dog poo wrestler, but he's not a world champion wrestler.
No,
Neither
if
is Mark Briscoe, but Mark
this guy
Briscoe
would
has a
be great.
storyline.
Like he's if you put him in a Kings Road style match, an All Japan style match, he'd be great.
Yeah. If anything, I would have had him be the Continental Champion and leave him there with that. That's fine because
Yeah,
that's a lower mid card belt. And that's their lowest belt that they have in
yeah,
AEW. And I would have left him with that, if anything. Because like he doesn't need to be the champion of Ring of Honor or the champion of Strong. It doesn't make sense to
yeah.
me. Maybe Strong because they sell small venues, but he's not selling out Ring of Honor. No one's coming for Eddie
No,
Kingston. Mark
no.
Briscoe, maybe because of his history with the company.
New Japan Strong is more like an indie style show, so
Yeah,
maybe he'd be
that
okay.
crowd will fill up an arena for him.
Yeah,
Will fill up a bar or whatever they
yeah.
rent.
So it's like for like I said, it's not so much that we shit on him as an in-ring performer. The work he puts into it, credit him for the work.
The
He puts in the
character and the
work.
talking is like top tier.
Yeah,
He's legitimately maybe the most underrated mic worker in all of wrestling
yeah,
history because like people know he's good, but like people praise MJF and CM Punk. Eddie Kingston can cut a promo like nobody's business, and it
yeah,
feels real. It
yeah.
always feels real.
You believe it when Eddie
And
Kingston cuts a
right,
promo.
it's like when John Moxley cuts a promo, it's in the same type of style, but I
Always with the
don't
back and
believe it.
forth and
It doesn't feel real. It feels
yeah.
scripted. Eddie Kingston feels like it's right off the top of my head. I'm so angry at you. My mom
So
used to let you sleep on the couch, and now, you betrayed
it's
my
like
mother.
he has this thing on Instagram with Cesar Bononi where it's like he's angry at him because he doesn't like Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches.
Oh my God. That's so good. That's
It's
so
great.
good.
It's
I
such a
would love
great.
to see him beef with what's his name, Luigi the pizza guy, or
Oh my God.
is that what it is, Luigi?
Luigi
Or
Primo.
yeah, and have him have a beef with him because he
Oh,
doesn't cook
Brooke,
real New York pizzas.
he
It's
makes Brooklyn
fake.
pizza, the best pizzas from Queens.
Yeah, like have him do that. That would be hilarious. But anyways, Mark Briscoe was phenomenal here.
Looked like a
This
superstar. They both did.
The way I pictured this match while I was watching it is it was one of the Briscoes' epic tag matches, and then I just pretended like Jay was there the whole time, and then you
Yeah.
don't really notice that it's a one-on-one Mark Briscoe match, right?
Yeah.
And you appreciate it more because their
Because
work
he
together
added
was so
elements.
good.
Yeah, he added elements of his brother's style. He's not using,
He's elevated his move set as
yeah,
well. He could do more.
and to the
Also,
point where he won with a J driller.
yeah, he looked so good. This was such a good match. It was
The
feel
blood
good.
added so much to it.
The song, getting the Leonard Skinner song back.
Was it Give Me Back My Bullets?
Yeah, and that apparently happened because of oh my God, who was it? Ah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Continue.
But yeah, I mean, Mark Briscoe is your new Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, and deservedly so. It was such a feel-good moment again. Like we've had a lot of feel-good moments this weekend over the course
Oh,
of wrestling.
Dax worked because Tony Khan couldn't get it. He worked behind the scenes for like weeks apparently to get the licensing to that song to for them to
Really,
have it
just for
because
them to
that's the old Briscoe song.
Briscoe's theme song, yeah,
Yeah,
that they used without permission at the time.
yeah.
I
That and
still do like,
it was so good. Come on, the
yeah,
whole family came out, and
yeah.
that's why I thought with the Cody Rhodes stuff, it
Hmm.
felt forced because
Empty. The ring felt empty when like there wasn't a lot of people.
no, forget about empty. It's like you did what they did.
Yeah,
Like two
exactly what
days
they
later,
did.
you did exactly what they did. And the thing is, Mark Briscoe spent years and years and years in that company, becoming one of the greatest wrestlers they had and
Mhm.
never winning the big one. And then his brother died, and there's such more to that. Like I know
Yeah,
Dusty died, and I know, but Cody Rhodes was never one of the best wrestlers in a company
yeah.
in WWE. He was like a
No,
fodder guy.
he was
Mark
always the
Briscoe
mid
is the
card.
greatest tag team champion that is alive from
Yeah,
Ring of Honor because his brother died. Like, no offense.
yeah.
Um, but to me, that win felt like there was
And
so much real emotion,
it cements the Briscoe legacy in Ring of Honor.
right? And it's like the thing that bothered me about the Cody Rhodes win, where we didn't talk about this during that, but the reason why I said it wasn't necessarily one of the feel goods in the post the conference
Hmm.
afterwards, he's wearing a watch that they bought him because he won. Bro, this is kayfabe. You're acting
Yeah.
like you won a boxing match for the world title that wasn't planned.
Well,
Like,
the
why are we
watch
acting like
was
that?
apparently the watch is the watch Dusty pawned so Cody can go to acting school.
But do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It felt like we're pretending like this isn't kayfabe. Where
You're
in the
making
Ring of
it
Honor thing, it just
felt
we
real. It felt
it
gritty.
felt like real emotion was happening.
Yeah. To the point where they had Jay's family out at the like his wife and
Cody Rhodes felt good. Okay, I
yeah,
just think
let's
this to me was a
felt more
higher
real.
emotional point.
Yeah. But they end the show off strong. This week, like this past weekend, like last weekend was so like emotionally draining in terms of like wrestling events. We have like every show we've watched has been like flat out great.
Yeah, I don't think there was one bad show.
Not at
Night
all.
one of WrestleMania was okay. I mean,
It
it
was
was good, but it was not what we
if
expected.
that's the low point, if that's the lowest you
I'm not
said the bar,
upset.
yeah, I'm not upset at it at all. Um, I'll go first on this one. I gave this a 7-7 again.
I give
Just
this
like
a
just like Sakura.
you know what? I will also give it a 7-7. I was gonna go 7-8, but I do think the tag match, the men's tag match,
Took a
just
little
had
bit.
chemistry missing, and then
Yeah, the
the
Billy
weird
Starks
Billy
match.
Starks match.
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I thought it was an excellent show. Everything so far this weekend has been great. So guys, thanks again for joining us. With that out of the way, tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow we will have Stardom. Stardom American Dream, speaking of Dusty Rhodes, Stardom's American Dream 2024. And then on Thursday, we will have our final review, which is NXT's Stand and Deliver. So make sure you tune in for that on Thursday. So with that out of the way, guys, thanks again for joining us. And in the words of Kenny Omega, goodbye and good night.